Hi, I'm Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Corey.
And this is our story. You know us.
If you watch our videos, then you know us.
We met because I slid in the DM. But no, we moved to a new apartment complex and we met in the gym. So I seen him in the gym. I was like, oh, he cute. And I didn't know who he was. And I was talking to my brother. My brother told me he's a Tall Guy Car Reviews. And I just was like, you know what? Hot girl summer. I was single. You know, I just shot my shot and it worked. Yes.
Yeah, I knew this would be a moment that I thought would be big for any woman that ever wanted, you know, and it was the thing, I never wanted marriage and all that kid. So it's like, if I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it to the moon. I'm gonna do it at the highest level and I'm gonna make it memorable in a moment that stands the history of time.
And to further that, he did an amazing job because I had a new movie coming out through BET Her, and Tim and my manager set it up to make me think it was just an interview. And I'm doing the interview and then he walks out in a suit, and I've had people that were like, you just seen him and you started crying? I'm like, yeah, because Corey never wears a suit. So when I turn around and I see him in a full suit looking scrumptious, I'm like, well, what the hell is going on here? He's obviously proposing. And yeah, it was amazing. I turned around, all of my family, friends are there, and he flew everybody out. I was like, wow. So it was to see him proposing, then I turned around, see my family. It was amazing.
Ain't nothing but G-Love, baby. I think it's good for people to see that type of black love because it lets them know, like, okay, I can do this too. It's just got to be with the right person. I think it's important because I never seen it growing up. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's a really big deal. You know, like, I think love in general, like a good, wholesome relationship, no matter what it is, like, I think that it's good for people to see that, to know that it exists without, you know, the dude cheating or finding a scandal about her or finding a scandal about him and then staying together, showing that we're actually human on a high level. And we're in a black, beautiful relationship and we hold each other down. We're there for the good, the bad, and the hella ugly. Like, that should be broadcasted more than the toxic stuff.
The Black Lives Matter movement affected me because I had never really took action for certain things. Like, this was the first time where I was like, you know what? No. We're gonna go out, we're gonna go to Minnesota, we're gonna march, we're gonna speak to the people. And I feel like it really changed me. You know, it made me do a lot of research. It made me just really step up and really wanna make a change for my community. Cause, you know, this stuff's been going on for years, you know, but it was always like I was younger or I don't know, it's just something that really moved me. I think it really has affected me in a really positive way, so.
Yeah, and for me, I would kind of say the same. It affected me in a big way because I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from North Minneapolis. Like, you know, and I've seen some stuff with police, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like any black young male has that's growing up in a rough environment. It's just a fact. To come from them type of environments, to come unscathed from anything with police is like, that's really rare and unheard of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they touched me there. That was one part. And then the second part is like, there's just enough was enough. It's like, this is crazy. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he had done something wrong, why? What man, like, there's a thing called due process. You lock him up, you put him in jail. Yeah, I went through the whole system, so I know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it made me think like that too. Like, damn, that could have been me. You know, it could have been one of my brothers. That could have been one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been any of us. So it's like, it just so happened that it happened to him. So it's like, I would hope that if something like that happened to me, that everybody stood tall too.
I know a lot of people know me through like Love and Slim, but a lot of people also know me through my comedy. So I would like it to be like, when I'm long and gone, you know, that you can still look at my work and still laugh. I get so many messages that people would be like, you know, I was in a depressed state and I would just watch your videos and I would just laugh. And I would love to just know that even past my time, that I can still make people laugh and make them happy just by watching my videos.
I would say the same thing, but just in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Let people know, like, you know, you're both coming into a relationship perfectly in flawed. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly flawed. Like, nobody is perfect. You know what I mean? And no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to conform to something. I want to set the bar and get people to understand, like, it's okay for men to be vulnerable. It's okay for men to say, I love you, and tell the world, and be smoochy, smoochy, kissy, kissy, lovey-dovey. There's not a problem with that. I could die broke, honestly, keep it real with you. But if I got that type of effect with the people that rock with me and the people that I rock with, that's the most important piece. That's my individual legacy. That's what I want. I want to move and touch as many people as I possibly can and help as many people as I possibly can.